Okay, let's get into it. We've all been there, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You're unwinding after a long, stressful day, and the only thing you want is that deep, just bone-melting relaxation.
That complete release.
Yeah.
Where your muscles finally give up all that tension.
Exactly. And, the usual solution involves driving somewhere to a gym or a spa, which just, it adds more stress.
It's another thing on the to-do list.
So for this deep dive, we're looking at a way to bring that experience right into your home. We're focusing on one specific unit, the Meissalivve Person Infrared Sauna.
That's right. And our mission today, looking at all the sources, the product specs, the features, and some really honest buyer reviews, is to figure out one thing.
And what's that?
Is this thing the real deal? Is it the perfect shortcut to a spa-like escape, especially for those of you with, tight spaces, or maybe for anyone just starting their home wellness journey?
And the first thing that jumps out from the sources is, well, its size. You hear sauna, and you immediately picture something huge.
Right, but the sources keep calling this a compact beast.
Which is a great description. I mean, the dimensions really confirm it. We're talking an overall footprint of 33.5 inches wide, about 67 inches tall, and 33.5 inches deep. The base is less than 3 feet square.
So it can literally fit in a corner, a spare room, a garage, even a home office if you have the space.
And inside, it's cozy, but definitely enough room for one person. It's about 5'2" high by 2.5 feet wide and deep. It's engineered to fit.
And that compact size, it doesn't mean they skimped on the build quality. That was a big question for me.
Very important one, yeah.
But the specs show a real focus on premium materials. It's made from high-quality Canadian wood. Some sources say Canadian hemlock, others say cedar.
Both are great, though, known for durability, right?
Exactly. They handle heat really well. They don't expand or contract much, and you get that amazing aroma. This thing is built to last. It weighs 260 pounds.
Wow, so it's hefty.
That weight is a feature. It means the walls are thick, insulated, and the whole thing is incredibly stable. Plus, you get a strong, tempered glass door, which looks great and is super safe.
Okay, let's pause on safety for a second. The unit is ETL listed. Now, for the listener who's maybe a little hesitant about setting this up, what does that actually mean? Is it just a sticker?
That's a great question. No, it's a huge deal. ETL certification is a major North American standard. It means the product has been independently tested to meet specific safety requirements for its electrical parts.
So things like fire hazards, short-circuiting.
All of that. It's a real assurance that you aren't buying something that could overheat. It's been properly vetted.
That is fantastic to know. Okay, next big hurdle, power. It says it runs on a standard 120V outlet at 15 amps, pulling 1,230 watts. But that sounds simple, but am I going to be tripping the breaker every time I turn it on?
That is the key technical question, and here's the answer. While it is plug and play and you don't need an electrician,
Which is great.
it's huge, but you have to confirm you have a dedicated 15-amp circuit for it.
Ah, okay. So don't plug it in next to the space heater and the treadmill.
Exactly. It's pulling a lot of power, 1,230 watts. So if you run it with other hydro appliances, you will trip the breaker. But most modern homes have plenty of 15-amp circuits, so you just need to make sure the sauna gets one all to itself.
That's a really important clarification. Okay, so it's safe, it's solid. Let's talk about the heat, the core science here. The sources all emphasize that this is a full-spectrum infrared sauna.
And that is the real insight here.
For years, that technology was so expensive, reserved for clinics. How big of a deal is it to have this in a compact home unit?
It represents, I think, a real shift. It's the democratization of advanced heat therapy. Full spectrum just means it uses all 3 types of infrared waves, near, mid, and far.
How does it do that?
It uses 6 heaters inside a mix of heating tubes and these mica carbon plates, all working together to create that full range.
So most basic home saunas are just, far infrared.
Yeah, typically just far infrared, which is great for making you sweat. But full spectrum gives you targeted benefits. The near infrared waves work on the skin's surface for rejuvenation.
Okay.
Mid infrared goes a bit deeper, targeting muscles for pain relief. And then the far infrared gives you that really deep core detoxifying sweat.
So we're not just talking about getting hot, we're talking about layers of therapy.
Precisely. The sources suggest this approach is way more effective. Full spectrum can penetrate up to 1.5 inches deeper into your tissue than a far-only model.
1.5 inches?
Yeah. And that deep heat is what can potentially boost your circulation by like 75% or even more. That's how you get that deep relief for joints and muscle knots.
That sounds amazing, but let's talk efficiency. Time is always the biggest barrier for people. I'm not going to use something if I have to wait 45 minutes for it to warm up.
Of course not.
The sources claim a rapid 15-minute heat-up time to its max temp of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Is that even possible?
It is, and it's a total game changer. It works because infrared heaters, unlike old school saunas that heat the air, they heat objects. In this case, you directly.
Ah, so it's more efficient.
Way more efficient. These mica carbon plates are designed for rapid output. Older models took, 30, 40 minutes? With this, you can walk in the door from work and be sweating 15 minutes later.
And is it easy to control?
Dead simple. There's an interior control panel. You set the temperature anywhere from, ambient room temp up to that 145-degree max, and the timer goes up to 60 minutes. It's foolproof.
They really seem to have thought about the whole experience, too. It's not just a hot box. They've layered on these wellness boosters, as we're calling them.
Right. It's about creating a multisensory environment.
Exactly. I'm talking about the Himalayan salt crystals and the chromotherapy lights. Let's start with the salt. Is that just for looks, or is there real science there?
It's a bit of both, honestly. The salt crystals release negative ions. Now, the clinical evidence on boosting serotonin is a bit mixed, but what the sources do confirm is air purification.
Okay, so it makes the air inside feel cleaner, fresher.
Exactly. It neutralizes dust.
Yeah. Yeah.
It elevates the feeling. It contributes to that high-end spa vibe, which is a huge psychological part of relaxation.
And the lights. The chromotherapy.
That's another great feature for customizing your session. The LED lights shift colors, so if you need to calm down after a workout, you switch it to blue. If you want to feel energized before one, you go with red.
The sources even mention people using the purple light for headaches.
Yeah, it's about matching the light to your therapeutic goal. It's a surprisingly effective feature.
Okay, let's talk user experience, specifically the biggest hurdle for most people. Assembly.
The dreaded setup, yes.
This is where so many people get cold feet. They imagine a nightmare of screws and panels that just don't line up.
And this thing is heavy, remember? 260 pounds. It's not portable once it's built.
Right. But the sources are surprisingly positive about the assembly process. They say it uses a modular, snap-together design.
That's the key. The reviews consistently say 2 people can put it together in under an hour, sometimes way less. And this is crucial. All the tools you need are included in the box.
No trip to the hardware store mid-build.
Thank goodness, no. And once it's snapped together, it's solid. No wobbling.
And since you're in there for, say, 20 or 30 minutes, what about entertainment?
They thought of that too. There's a built-in resonance Bluetooth speaker.
What does resonance mean here?
It means the sound actually vibrates through the wood. You don't just hear the music or the podcast, you kind of feel it. It's really immersive.
That's cool.
It also has regular audio jacks and a really clever door handle that's designed to hold your phone or an iPad. So you can stream a show, listen to this deep dive, whatever you want.
All right, let's synthesize this. Let's talk pros and cons, the essential trade-offs you're making.
Okay, the pros list is pretty strong. First, obviously the compact footprint. It fits where other saunas just won't.
Number 2 has to be that easy 2-person assembly.
Absolutely. Third, you're getting all these luxe features. Full spectrum, Bluetooth, chromotherapy, the salt at what is really a budget-friendly price for that level of tech.
And I'd add the rapid heat-up time. That's a huge pro.
A huge one. And the overall durability of the Canadian wood and the tempered glass.
Okay, now for the cons. They're important.
They are. First, assembly is required, and it's not portable. Once it's built, it's staying there.
Second, it is strictly a 1-person unit, no room for 2.
None at all. And third, like we said, you have to confirm you have that dedicated 15-amp circuit.
And finally, it's for indoor use only. You can't stick this out on a deck.
Right. Garage is fine, but not outside.
Okay, so now for the ultimate test. What are actual customers saying?
This is where the rubber meets the road.
And the vibe check here is, well, it's shockingly good. The sources report a clean, consistent 5.0 star rating across verified buyers.
Which, in the world of online reviews, a perfect 5.0 is. That's a unicorn. It's so rare. It means the product is consistently delivering on its promises.
And the specific comments really back that up. A guy named Jack from Delaware said, it put together fairly easy and looks nice. So that confirms the assembly claims.
And an anonymous buyer, and I love this, said the dimensions were accurate and that it looks better in person than in the pictures.
When does that ever happen?
Never. Usually it's the other way around. It shows they didn't overpromise on the look and feel.
And what about performance?
Equally strong. Emily from Dallas uses it in her garage and said her husband absolutely loves it. And she specifically mentioned they'd owned other saunas before, so it holds up to comparison.
That's a powerful testimonial.
And then Cynthia from Tennessee directly validated the therapeutic benefits. She said it's relaxing after a workout and helped her with joint pain.
Which connects right back to that deep penetration from the mid and far infrared waves we were talking about.
It's the perfect feedback loop. The science says it should work, and the users are saying, yes, it works.
So to sum up the customer feeling, they're surprised by how easy it is to set up, they love the compact size for unconventional spaces, and they confirm it really works for muscle and joint relief.
It's delivering on its core promise, a quick, effective recovery tool.
So with all of that synthesized, who is this sauna actually for? Who should buy this?
I think it's perfect for 3 specific groups. First, the beginners.
Yeah.
People dipping a toe into home wellness who want something intuitive and safe.
Makes sense.
Second, busy people. Anyone who needs a rapid, effective session without a lot of fuss, that 15-minute warm-up is everything for them.
Yeah, and third,
People with tight spaces, a small apartment, a corner of a garage, a spare room. This unit delivers all those high-end features without needing a dedicated, huge space or a luxury price tag.
So our final verdict, looking at everything, is that this thing absolutely punches above its weight.
No question.
You're getting real Canadian wood, advanced full-spectrum heat, that incredibly fast warm-up, and all the extras like Bluetooth and salt therapy. The reviewers give it a solid 4.8 out of 5 overall.
It's a high-quality product for sure.
But I think the main takeaway for you, the listener, is that it successfully removes the barriers that stop people from being consistent. The setup is simple, the warm-up is fast, the footprint is small. It makes it easy to stick to a routine.
And what this deep dive really confirms is that it's now feasible to get advanced, high-end wellness tech into even a small home space. You don't need custom electrical work or a massive room anymore.
It really opens up possibilities.
It does. So here's a thought for you to consider. Now that you know a quality, compact, and rapid solution exists for something like infrared therapy, what other specialized spa experiences might you be able to integrate at home?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Whether it's targeted massage tools or cold therapy or something else, knowing this is possible might fundamentally change how you think about unwinding and recharging in your own space.
If you are ready to turn that spare corner into a legit functional wellness nook, we've put all the links to check the latest price and purchase the Meissalivve one-person infrared sauna right in the description below. Go grab it, start sweating, and reclaim your relaxation.
We rise like tall buildings.